Okay, got SRX at Summit Point this week. Got a pretty stacked, not really stacked, but pretty filled out uh field right now. I believe there's 14 drivers in this, so it is just a single split. Let me minimize this. Um, so it's just a single split, but feeling okay as I'm getting the tires warmed up for qualifying. I know how to get around this track more or less. Getting around it fast is a different story though. This is the late night Wednesday split that I'm doing the first one to go official this week, I believe. And I think I have about 5th place speed when I don't make mistakes.
Green, green, green.
Alright, going green. Brake right before this little patch right here. Get down into first, use a little bit of the engine braking. And try not to slide the car too much. To ease back onto the power. Brake where the pavement gets dark. Guide the car through this uphill left hand. And just prevent the car from sliding as much as possible. Deceptively tight corner here into a very slow corner. First gear through here, it tightens up even more. And then try to wrap the inside. Then let it kick out a little bit so you can cut it back in and carry more speed up in a second. Try to just carry as much speed through that corner down this little straight. Brake underneath the bridge. Keep it in second, don't try to spin the tires.
One more lap. Push.
Let's see what this gives me. A 114.3. Not optimal, but we'll take what we can get here. Or it gets really sideways and I can't save it. See, that's the dangers of going in first gear for too long. As, yeah, I am getting wiped right now. Let me just hit ready to race so we can have my qualifying run. No surprise who is leading, or provisionally on pole, I should say. A little bit of distance between me and 7th. I know I'm capable of doing high 113s. Was doing them in open practice, but seems like it just didn't pan out uh in the race. And Carl is, yeah, it's gonna be him and Colton versus everyone else pretty much. And I'm not really gonna mess with the brake bias at all with this, because all of my practice laps with this combo have been on just the standard. So I think I'm just going to think I'm just gonna wing it, hope for the best,
All right, line the bridge up,
and
Huss.
try not
Left
to
side
run into
here.
the people in
Line
front of
up
me.
on the left.
You've got more than enough fuel.
Pit road is closed. The
But
estimated
what I am worried about is that
1,509.
I think some of the people who aren't regulars in this series and are doing this because it's a
Well,
free
we don't want to
track
think we shouldn't get them.
are might be a little bit like featherless darts here. So this first corner is definitely going to be interesting. And assuming I don't lock up the brakes,
Waiting on the
I might
final
be a
car to
featherless
grid.
start myself. So, who knows? But 15 laps here, so this should take a little over 16 minutes or so. But full pace lap. And not hearing any brake squeal, so I think I don't really need to warm up the brakes at all. I'm hearing it for other cars, but not me. So hoping that I don't bone it too hard and I can just maybe get some spots through attrition and hopefully get a top 5. Carl winning this would probably put him in the points lead for the championship, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. I'm just glad that I was holding the points lead for a small period of time. But coming off of a win at Dover, I believe on the second Friday split, so happy for that. But think that this is gonna be a Hussett Speedway situation where I'm out of my depth and gonna get belted by people better than me, but I'll only be able to tell that tale if I live to the end of the race. So finishing up this pace lap on this pretty thin road course, it feels like. I mean, it's about
Get
2
ready.
cars
Cross
wide.
green.
Kind of feels like you're just driving down county roads. The pace car is in. Carl's gonna go at any
We
time,
need a win for the pole.
and he's off. But a good launch.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
And into turn 1, I have a huge gap behind me. Just gonna brake early. No need to do anything crazy. As it's Andrew in front of me, getting a little bit wide.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your
I get in the
line.
grass a little bit. Car gets
Stay
tight.
on the right. Clear. Clear. Car on your left. Keep to the right.
I'm gonna have the preferred line.
Clear on left.
As I kind of cock it up, but defensive line locked up the tires just a smidge. This guy behind me is blinking a little bit. Behind me gets on the grass, goes a little wide, and I don't think I'm gonna be close enough even with the slingshot to get to Andrew. So just gonna try to work him over a little bit. I got a better run out of the corner. See if I can capitalize on it. And he immediately takes a more defensive line. Oh, he just lets me by. Okay.
Clear.
Thank you, Andrew. That was very kind of you. I think the two in front of me are just gonna start to slowly disappear from my mirror. Or not, what am I even saying? The two in front of me are going to slowly disappear from my sight line. Don't really like how first gear through that last corner feels. I think that's just gonna be a second gear corner for me.
You're now in third.
But up to third, so doing better than I expected. As I really overshoot this corner, lucky not to get a 1x. Only lost 30/10, so nothing too crazy. I have a feeling that once we get closer to the end, the grip that I've come to enjoy on newer tires is rapidly going to go away. A little bit of pocket. A little bit of a pocket between people in front and the people behind right now. The car's a lot more stable than I expected. Of course, I'm saying that after wiping out in qualifying, but not the wheel spin factory that I was thinking we would get. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that. The last corner felt really good, but I'm still losing to the people in front of me. I don't think it's going to be conducive to worry about the people in front of me. It's just trying to run my own race. So we still have 10 laps to go. Debris flag for someone going in the gravel trap earlier. So yeah, the car's definitely getting tighter whenever I am in these low speed corners. That's something I have to adjust for. God, that
The leader is running a
getting that
14.1
last getting that last corner right does feel pretty good. So I believe so. I'm about two, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard my spotter say the leader ran a 14.4, about 2/10 of a second per lap slower, which is not very surprising at all. Whoa, don't get in the grass. That is the last thing I want to do is get in the grass while I'm under braking. Yeah, but I'm mostly holding station with Colton right now. And Andrew's slowly gotten smaller and smaller in my mirror. So, if I want second, I think I'm going to need some sort of mistake from Colton, which is a tall order. As I think that's Colton locking it up a little bit in the corner. So, maybe the strength on his tires is starting to go. But in the same vein, I don't think I'm catching him fast enough. The amount of laps we have left to for that to really mean anything, unless he makes more mistakes like that. Something that I am worried about is the health of my rear tires when I'm in first gear. Because I feel like I'm sliding the rears more. When I'm in first gear, which I probably am because these are rear-wheel drive cars. But I just can't be certain. As, ooh, car did not slow down as much as I wanted to. But did allow me to get a good run up to this corner. Car gets a little bit loose. And really guided through there. Try not to hit that inside curb, because that inside curb has been getting me pretty goddamn loose. I might have to start backing up the corner a little bit.
5 more left, please. Keep it up. We're in a great spot.
See, even backing it up, I just barely made the corner. As Colton's making up all the time that I gained. Yeah, I think me making up time on him was just him trying to save his stuff. Either that or he's just becoming more confident in the car. But I'm not a mind reader, so I can't exactly tell. But the gap has held up at about 9 seconds between me and Carl. As Colton has really started to pull away, which I mean, kind of what I expected. But he gave me a ray of hope for a little bit that I could have gotten second, but I think I'll just be happy with a third. Ooh, that's not how you want to not cook your rears.
The leader is running a 15.133.
Now I'm just easing it into the corner. And truth be told, Summit Point is a track that I don't run very often. I only know the general layout of it because of Week 13 Tube Frame Twister when Arca went here. That was a lot of fun. But besides that, I am not really that great at this track. It's not something super simple like Lime Rock.
2 left to go.
As go too fast into the final corner. Missed my upshift as Andrew's starting to catch me, but if I don't make a mistake, I can just hold on. As yeah, both Colton and Carl have put about a second and a half on me. So I think I'm just gonna hold station here to the end of the race. But I tell you what, Andrew is starting to get closer in my relative, so I can't count my chickens before they hatch. I'll actually seal the deal. Which sounds kind of absurd for third place, but I mean, not wrecking is really my goal.
Bring
Okay, final lap. Into turn one, a little bit early. See, Colton locked it up a little bit, but doesn't really matter all that much. Don't spin the car out. A good run up to this corner right here as I completely missed. Don't get a 1x as I get a 1x. Okay. Me trying to push too hard was an unforced error, but it's fine. 1x is a 1x. It's actually kind of crazy how I lost 2 seconds from that, but it's fine. Just through this set of corners. Andrew's gonna be focused on what's happening behind him. Into second gear. Brake underneath the bridge. Into second. Get the power down. Don't hit the inside curb. Okay. That was a good race. That was a good, nice, almost completely clean road race. I'm incapable of
Good job. You did some good for your country.
incapable of clean races, or not clean races, 0x's on road courses. But yeah, Carl really put belt to ass right there. And I didn't hit anybody. I only went off track once. I mean, and it was just me being silly. So can't complain at all. Thanks for watching.